Hey, this is AE3USN. I'm coming to you today to talk to you about the debt. As you can see, I've brought up a web page here. It's www.usdebtclock.org. That's USDEBTCLOCK.org. Alright, let's break this down the best I can. Right here, we're looking at the debt of 18,802,610,000,000 climbing. Our revenue income is 3,295,136,000,000 and climbing. Now that's approximately a difference of 5.7 times. For every dollar we got coming in, we owe 5.7 times as much. Now, I'm no genius by no means, and I don't understand trillions and billions, and I couldn't count there if you paid me to. But what I do understand is a difference of 5.7. In other words, if you made $50,000 a year, which is approximately the average annual, and owed 5.7 times as much, means you would owe $285,000 and you only make $50,000. Now, if you owed $285,000 and only made $50,000, how would you pay that off? Okay. Well, let's say they were charging you 1% on that annually. That's $2,850 a year. That's at 1%. Of course, the government's probably the only people who can get money at 1%, but let's say that's all they were charging. That's 1%. Well, from the looks of it here, we're not paying anything down. It's climbing, climbing, climbing. They refuse to cut anywhere. But let's just take that 18 trillion. See if my calculator will go that high. No, my calculator won't even go that high. So if you had to pay $2,850 a month just to pay 1%, the interest only, and if you were going to pay 1%, it's $2,850. So you're paying the interest and you're paying the principal of 1%. $2,850 times 2 is $5,700. So that's almost, and that's over 10% of your pay. You're making $50,000, but you got to pay $5,700 a year just to put 1% on interest, on principal, because 1% is interest. How are you ever going to pay that off? And the main number here to remember is 5.7 times difference. Let's say you made $100,000 a year and you owed $570,000 in debt. Now, that sounds a little harder to deal with than making 50 and owing 285. But how would you pay off $570,000 if all you made was $100,000 a year? That's where we're at right now on this clock. Look again at this number, or look again at this number. How do you ever intend to pay that off when they won't even cut 5% from the proposed increases, much less cut anything. We're coming up real fast. Look at this number climbing. When I started trying to work on this video an hour ago, we were at 612 million. Now we're at 614 million. Before you know it, we're going to be at $19 trillion. 5.7 times difference there approximately. Keep that in mind next time you vote for somebody who won't even try to cut the debt.